Just about one thing and one thing only, and still are, and that's just the show. Everything else is extra, and I think we also, because we've been doing this so long, there's a level of humility, even though we know we've worked hard to get where we are. We respect the music because that's like our lifeblood. But as far as like the whole thing that comes along with some stereotypes of rock bands, speaking for myself, I'm just too lazy for it. You know, we do our thing on the stage. When we're off the stage, we're no longer on stage. We're just like anybody else.
My nasty Yankee mannerisms didn't jive with the local traditions. How was I to know she had a jealous husband?
Collectively, we know you only have one chance to do it right, and you have to do it right then and there. There's no undo button on stage, and you know, sure, there are times where I might be tired, but I remind myself there's probably a 15-year-old kid out there who's seeing us for the first time, and you damn well better make a good first impression. And honestly, it's fun. Even after 30 years, it's still a blast. I think the fans have grown with us. You know, there are people that only like our first record, and they've come and gone. But over the years, we've watched the rooms get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I know there are people that have kind of grown up with us. You know, when we started, we were basically teenagers, and like most teenagers, we only liked a very specific thing. We liked punk rock and hardcore and heavy metal. And then as we grew, we learned more about music, and that influenced us. And I'm glad that our fans are willing to allow us the freedom to try new things. I can't imagine trying to do it over and over and over again the same way for 30 years. That would be insane.
Dream with the feathers of angels stuck beneath your head. The regulator, swinging pendulum. Dream with the feathers of angels stuck beneath your head.
Speaking for myself, you know, I'm 47 years old, so I like a record with, you know, 10, 12 songs on it and listen to it like a book. But I also know that that's changing, and younger kids listen to music almost in little bits and pieces. We own our own record label, so we're putting out singles digitally, but we're not abandoning the album. We might press those up on one album, and we'll still do a full length, you know, of new material. I think heavy metal and hard rock fans in particular like a physical thing, whereas, you know, EDM and hip hop are fine with a phone and earbuds. So we try to find the sweet spot in between those two things.
I caught my way to the Doom Saloon in an attempt to cauterize my wounds. I did a terrible job, and they became powerfully infected.
Well, just speaking in the most general terms, I think to live your life doing more good than harm, whatever that means, whether it be entertaining people on stage, or just being civil and polite to people, because you only get one go at this, and it's best to leave having done more good than harm. This is our first time here, and I can already tell it's going to be a good show because I can hear the crowd from all the way over there. But Athens, Greece in general, has always delivered. It has probably the most passionate crowds I've ever seen, and really enjoy being in the here and now. And it makes our job easier on stage when you see a crowd just loving it. And we've made good friendships here too, and going to come back one day on vacation and not work.